Sales is the most lucrative skill in the world, period. The problem is most sales advice out there today is outdated, cheesy, and could even keep you from the deals that can make all the difference in your career. This is the No BS Sales School, a podcast for entrepreneurs and salespeople who want to master the skill of selling without all the BS. What is truly different about your product or service from everybody else who says they do what you do? How would I, as a consumer, know what's different? How could I tell? Is there any way? Is there something that you're saying that truly differentiates you? I'd ask you for 3 reasons why I should do business with you over somebody else. What would you come up with? What are 3 reasons? Take a minute, think about it. My guess is your reasons would sound something similar to, well, we got better service, we got better people, and we got better quality or value. My guess is some version thereof, right? Which in your mind may all be absolutely true. I totally get it. You need to believe that with every fiber in your being. But here's the problem. Guess who else says that? Every single one of your competitors. And they've got 3-colored brochures, multicultural pictures, all saying the same thing. And they'll hand them out like crazy, maybe like you do too. That's great for the printers, but it ain't doing a lot for you. Better service, better quality, better people. You think any of your competitors say, well, our service sucks. Our people have worse DNA than the other guys, and we're going to screw you to the wall. We're going to make sure we just take all your damn money, right? Nobody says that shit. And so it puts our prospects in a bad situation. They don't know how to buy what we sell, right? And they just assume if we're all saying the same thing, I mean, most of us are lying, right? That's not exactly the way we're trying to do to build trust. It's come across as a liar. So what do? How do you truly differentiate yourself? Here's what your buyer does. They'll look at your pricing and they'll say, well, one's $12 and one's $10 and one's $8. And I think I talked about this before, right? Some of them just have to pick the $8. It's either their rule or they just got to buy cheap. And what that means when they have to buy on lowest price, they're your worst customers. They'll treat you like shit. They'll expect everything, but they put no value in you. So they're terrible to have. You have low price customers, or maybe for some people, that's your business model. You thrive in that. Good for you. I would hate that. I bet most of the rest of you would as well. So your buyer got these 3 prices. Sometimes got to pick the low. Other times they go, the $12 one's probably better. It did look a little fancier. Maybe it was a little bit better. But I don't want to be a fool. So maybe I'll pick the middle one. But if I can't do that, then what I'll do is I'll try and beat the top guy down from 12 to closer to 10. If I get him close enough, I'll pick him. Now think about what you sell. Think about what it does, the value that it has. Is that the right way to pick one of 3? I don't know why the hell we have to pick out of 3 anyway. That's some kind of another dumb rule, but got to get 3, right? So we're letting our customers decide how to buy, which I know seems normal, but based upon faulty information. They cannot tell the difference, and it's our fault, right? So you say, no, but I can show them all the features and benefits of what I have, and it's better. I mean, it is literally better. All of your competitors are doing that shit. They're all saying the same damn thing, and most of the time it's jargon that your prospect doesn't even understand. So we go back to, how do you differentiate yourself? Typically your customer, your prospect, they can't tell the difference between one product and another until they've used it. Well, how many free trials do you want to give? I would suggest not very many, if any. Don't do free trials. The way you're truly going to differentiate yourself is how you present to the customer. What's the customer's experience with you, with the salesperson? What's their experience with you? Let me give you some examples of this. Number 1, do you manage their expectations? Do they know what to expect in the meeting? Do you manage with them how much time you're going to spend and what they hope to talk about, and get permission to talk about what you want to talk about? And then decide at the beginning of the meeting what we're going to decide yes or no to at the end. I guarantee you most of your competitors are not doing that, right? They're over there just vomiting information. Here's another way you can truly differentiate yourself. Go into your sales call with the idea that I am certain we have the best product. I'm certain that our service is better and will help the person that's across from me. Be certain of that. But at the same time, simultaneously, I want you to have the thought in your head, but I'm not sure they're ready for us yet. I know we can help, but they may not be ready for us yet. That's what you need to own. So when you go and have this conversation, in your mind, what you've got to do is ask questions to figure out what's different. Can they really prove to me they're ready for something new, for something different? I mean, imagine how many people could say, I'd like to lose weight. I'd like to lose weight. It'd be nice to lose weight. But then when you show somebody the plan of what it takes to lose weight, most of them go, I'm not fucking doing that. They're not committed. So what good does it do you to show somebody a plan if they say no? Well, I think no is a very good word. Don't take me too literally. However, a lot of those people, we shouldn't have shown them the plan in the first place. If they're not ready to make a change, if they're not committed to doing different, to being different, to doing something different or differently, no reason to show them how we do it. No reason to give away our secret sauce. No reason to waste time at 2, 3, 4, 5 meetings if somebody's not committed to being better. See, you're going to differentiate yourself by your skepticism. You're going to differentiate yourself that, I don't know, man, you got to tell me more than that. I'm not hearing the kind of problems I normally hear from somebody before they buy. I'm not hearing from you what I need to hear. I'm not saying this from a place of arrogance, right? This is a place of sincere curiosity and skepticism because I know that my product, you may not be ready for it. And the way you're going to be different is the way you manage expectations, the way that you ask questions and let your prospect prove to you that it really is time for them to make a change, that they really are committed to doing it. Do they admit a problem in the first place? No problem, no reason to keep up with the meeting. If they admit a problem, what are the consequences of that problem to them? Don't guess, ask them. What happens if you don't fix that? And then, problem, consequences, then you got to find out what are the impacts on that person. What are the personal impacts if they don't fix that? See, by asking these questions and not just talking about we've got better shit, our shit is better than somebody else, not just talking about our stuff, that's how you differentiate yourself. And you will end up disqualifying most people, which may sound terrible, but the reality is you're disqualifying them before they waste your time, before you waste their time, if we're using the language correctly. I'm Walker McKay with No BS Sales. How you treat your prospect, how your prospect feels during the meeting. And I don't mean making them your best friend. How your prospect senses who you are during the meeting is how you'll differentiate yourself. Thanks for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast. If you're struggling to close deals, then I want to invite you to take my free mini course, where you'll learn the 7 most expensive sales mistakes that will cost you time, money, and credibility. So be sure to click the link in the show notes or go to www.7salesmistakes.com. That's the number 7salesmistakes.com. Thanks again for listening to the No BS Sales School podcast.